But is there a question, or you just want to evolve?
Just in general, I mean, like you said, the underfundings of that, I mean, that's more the start of the series, and then just going forward. But again, it has, I think, such long legs, and it's going to keep going. I mean, like you said, it's the genre that never really took off. I mean, like, were there things that you thought once you saw that you wanted to include or that are going to continue on into the series?
We'll keep throwing in stuff that we remember and it's funny. Like, we don't have this agenda of stuff we forgot to put in it. We actually have jokes we forget to put in it.
Yeah.
We still can't get Hank to say stuff for so much time. But
it usually does take about 2 seasons for anything you go, oh, I really want to put this in the show. Or say this, you go, oh, I want to do an Iron Man type guy, and you just never get to it.
yeah, and then years later it becomes not topical, we don't care anymore. And then maybe we put an Iron Man there as a callback to Iron Man, or one Iron Man movie.
Or if we want to do it, and then somebody makes a movie out of that, you go, well, now are they going to think we're just goofing on new Iron Man and Thor, or do we become topical?
Yeah, we were playing around with the Thor thing, and they made a Thor movie.
Yeah, and now we don't know if we can do Thor because we feel like
now we're
just parody.
Maybe if we do
parody's current.
If we do Aquaman, nobody's ever gonna make a fucking Aquaman movie. This fucking idea, we can make Aquaman jokes, and then if they do an Aquaman movie, we get.
Entourage did a whole season.
How do you know what Entourage is? Do you get like an Entourage email and shit, or do you watch Entourage?
I watched this season. And
You
I
watched
watched
Entourage?
It was like it was like tongue in a tanker story. Like, I hate this goddamn show. You people are horrible. What's gonna happen?
Did you watch Sex and the City also?
I did see the movie, but I have HBO. You don't.
No.
That just happens. When you have HBO, you just see stuff.
I will watch an entire season.
Because they'll put it on.
Without getting out of bed. If I wake up and American Next Top Model on marathon, I don't leave till they crown the new top model. They're all horrible
She's
people.
a megalomaniac nightmare.
Yeah. I saw her in real life, and she doesn't look like a human being. I can't even describe it. She's bigger than she should be and more beautiful than a human has any right to be, and she looks incredible. Not even in a way that I couldn't describe. Like I wanted to run screaming and get on top of it. I didn't even know what to react. It was like looking at a fucking unicorn. Yeah. So I did. I just scared at her.
Seeing Grace Jones.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what I would want to do is oil her. I want to see a Matt Grace Jones.
She was well oiled.
Yeah.
Already.
Who wants a Matt Grace Jones? Nobody.
All right, you pick somebody.
I'll pick somebody with my hand. Guy in surgical mask. Doctor from Prince's band. You play keyboards, correct?
On the Revolution.
Yes.
So reboots are big. DC Comics have just rebooted their thing. Batman's gonna be rebooted.
Yes. They're rebooting stuff they already rebooted.
A reboot.
Yeah.
Would you reboot the Venture Brothers? And if you did, how would you do it? What would you make it different? Would you make the entire cast female, or would it be Eurasians or?
Well, we do it every reboot. Basically, which is you do it slightly darker. We take out all the musical numbers. Damn. You can't have those. What else would we do? Doc would be oiled and muscular. He'd be super fucking handsome.
There'd be some kind of time dimensional issue also.
Yes.
Like in Star Trek.
Oh, and Doc.
Yeah, we would have old, original Dr. Venture.
Yeah, and what
Jonas? I mean, like Dr. Venture from this iteration of the Venture.
Yeah, Doc Venture has to fight a mechanized Doc Venture. Because that's how they do these fucking things. You know, they have to fight a version of themselves, basically. So he'll fight like a mechanized Doc Venture. That would be the reboot. And it won't be funny at all.
And he'll be a race car driver instead of a scientist.
Yeah. Yeah. That's an awesome idea.
I'm there.
There's your new show.
Sign us up. You pick a person.
I like that guy.
Dude.
I like that.
Now that you have the next 2 seasons are already ordered,
right.
Has that changed your writing approach anyway?
No.
Or
we have changed our approach, but not because of that. So I mean,
well, it does give us a sense that we can make longer arcs. Because before, we were always ready to cancel.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well, we had that with seasons 3 and 4.
But
Like, that gave us the bravery to do, like, take, you know, side roads into other characters and stuff like that.
yeah, open up our cast more, which is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just...
Now we have too many guys.
Yeah, well,
I
we
think-
and we're making more. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
But I
we're
think
taking
that's made us, now we've been down that road and we have thought we want to sort of get back to focusing on being family. That's
Yeah.
what we've done.
Yeah, but we didn't try that every year.
Right.
Yeah, we're undisciplined children.
It's not so much the 2 seasons as like just the time that we've gotten off because we just forced it on everybody. We went with season 4 was really hard, we're exhausted, we just gotta stop. And so now we're just like thinking about it. We are kind of planning things a little more.
Yeah.
We're taking criticism from each other a lot better than we used to.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easier to argue.
Welcoming it.
It's easier to argue. Before, if one of us didn't like what the other person did, there were feelings involved. Now we can have like an actual discussion on it because our relationship is that old. And you know, you know what we do? We don't. What is your problem? I'm going to explain something that we do. This is one of my favorite things about the relationship that Jackson and I have. It's almost not related to anything with adventure at all. But if I say, can you, on your way to the base, bring me a pack of cigarettes or something, he just brings it, and I don't pay it. And then when I bring it, something, he doesn't pay me. That's a great relationship. There's nothing like, hold on, oh, how much was it, $8? We just know that we're going to be here tomorrow, and we can keep bringing the cigarette. Please find an overarching beautiful sentiment
That's
that
the
is
most beautiful thing I've
embodied
ever
in
heard.
that statement to make it pertinent. So it just doesn't seem like an anecdote that has no payoff.
It's like a common law marriage.
It's like a common law marriage and circles with my hand. This is meaningless. This is meaningless, but by doing this, it looks like I'm hugging him.
Hinge shirt, yeah.
What did that?
Which, I want one of those, I don't have one of those.
I got this from Redbubble, but
It's a boot, it's like illegal. It's a bootleg.
yeah,
But it's awesome. But I want
it's
one.
pretty
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, but my question involves the Rusty Adventure cartoon. I think there was an episode where you might have shown part of the cartoon,
Yeah.
and then we have times where we see Rusty as a boy, we see the adventures. Is there actually a way to tell those apart? Would they look exactly the same? Like, does his life look exactly like
The cartoon, the actual cartoon that they show inside of the Venture Brothers
It's heavily stylized.
much more stylized. There's like a bit of a grain effect to the film, so it looks like it was transferred to 16. So you can tell the
watch that
difference.
again.
And it has no real humor to it. It was kind of a brutal show.
And related to that, would you ever consider making an entire episode?
I would love to
on
do an
that?
entire episode. That
Yeah.
I've probably never happened, but
Yeah.
absolutely. Any of these like hypotheticals, would you like to do an RV spinoff? Yeah. I mean, we love writing for our characters. We can't come up with a dumb enough idea that we're not like, yeah, that sounds great. But well, getting to do them probably never happened.
Has ever been a scene joke just want to make it since you just wouldn't achieve? And also, what would you do if you had no restriction?
We would use more songs that we didn't have to pay for from pop culture. We would use a lot of things that exist in pop culture that we're not allowed to legally say. We wouldn't have, we wouldn't have
people wear name brand clothes and have posters and
Yeah.
things.
We would have homie figures or homeboy figures. We'd have homie figures. We would do basically the same thing. And I would make a lot more fist fucking jokes. Just tons of them. It would just be a constant barrage of the ugliness of getting fisted.
Just be your episode. Creatively, we're not really held back. Like,
Except for the fist fucking.
It's legal stuff is kind of the only stuff we don't get to do. Occasionally, like, is sexy stuff.
Yeah, and we can't.
It's not like we fight for like, come on, we want to.
Yeah.
Good stuff. This is censorship. Nazi.
It's hilarious.
For the most part, we haven't gotten
We
like,
would write
standards and practices notes
We
in
were-
a really long time. We couldn't pee on the mummy in the title. Like, we didn't fight for that. And the alligator couldn't be pregnant when God killed it. And like, they would let us do that.
Now we wouldn't even talk about it because we pushed the boundaries.
But we're allowed to do more now because like Family Guy came on and stuff like that, and you know they were telling them they had to censor Family Guy. Or we've been talking about this was on at 8 o'clock on a network. You can't just let us show it at 11 Batman on Partino. So that kind of eased things up on everybody. And we don't feel too much of a need.
I would use more characters that exist that we didn't invent. We could have just an episode where we don't do a parody of Batman. Batman's there. And we don't have to worry about the legal repercussions of just having Batman in the episode.
Batman shows up, hey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's Batman. Yeah. But that can find out that Batman, like...
Hey, Hank, let's listen to Yes.
Yeah. And then we would have a whole Yes out in the background. It's better world. And then, of course,
brown shirt, glasses.
Just wondering, was Shallow Gravy a one-hit wonder, or two if you count the Christmas song, or think you might do something again?
Wow, I don't think there's a wonder or a hit involved.
Well, that depends. I know a lot of people who are pretty obsessed with that Jacket song. My friend's band is planning on trying to cover it, so I was like, good luck.
Awesome. I'll get the sheet music. No,
I guess we'll see.
It was a one obsession special,
Nice.
yeah, more than a one-hit wonder. Although their EP that included that song in different versions does imply that they know that they just wrote Too Shy and they are Kaji. But they're no Kaji Gugu, my friend. They're no Lamal. They're no Nick Beggs.
Who is?
Nick Beggs.
We're in the room at 3:30, that's why I was checking. Thanks.
Sarah.
Okay.
I mean, with the red hair.
Thank you. Was there any, did you ever imagine that in the year 2011, when you were first creating this, that you guys would still be on the air and slated for a fifth and sixth season?
I didn't.
Yes and no.
When were we imagining this? Like 4 years ago?
I wouldn't have
or like
imagined that it
20
would
years
take
ago?
10 years to get to season 5. So that part I would go, no way.
Yeah, that's right. Who makes 2-year seasons? Who would do that? 2 people.
Basically, I was wondering from the standpoint of when you first got the show and when the first season was actually on the air, did you imagine that it would be this far along? That you would still
Not really. I mean, you don't, I mean, sometimes you daydream about articles like that, but like you don't really think about it when you're making it. And we didn't expect it to catch on too much. We thought maybe we'll be successful enough to stay on, but we're never going to be a big mainstream thing. We'll be a cult hit, and we're happy with that. We didn't want to be anything. And we also thought probably we'd be done by season 3 or 4 creatively. I think when 3 and 4 got greenlit, we both were like, that'll do it, right?
Yeah. And then we were just so
And then, yeah, we were writing the finale, and we came up with like 3 of the episodes that you're going to see next season, kind of just when we were writing the finale, and we went on a crowd.
Yeah, we became
Call the agents, tell them they'll sign a new contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. It's weird. We're pretty excited actually. We're pretty keyed up to writing things. Like we're really happy about our show and about all this and the success and everything. And but just creatively, we're really into making the show right now. Loving writing and having writing.
Which is it's not good. It's good for looking back on the show. It's gonna suck for you watching the show next season. It's just gonna blow. Because I'm telling you, all great things appear as crap when originally aired.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you'll watch it, they ruined the show, and then you'll go back and watch it and go, wow, that was the best season ever. And where are you then? What does it matter then? Who are you gonna call now?
So right now, people think season 4 sucked, and those people used to think season 3
Wait till
sucked.
season 5 comes
Season
out.
3 was the best.
Season 4 will be awesome because season 5 sucked so bad. Then when season 6 comes out, oh my god, that's awesome. Season 6, everyone will love it immediately. I don't know why. It's just gonna push all the right buttons. Then they'll be like, well, it's almost like season 5 to season 6, which we love immediately. That means season 5 is awesome. We didn't even know this. I'm just bullshitting. I just thought through exuberance I could sell you anything, which is how we make our show. I will pick.
This guy, he's been waiting.
You're picking for me.
I'm just suggesting. He's